found a pattern for learning. So this pattern was found in the whare wānanga, the house of learning, was called wharekura.
Cool, so next, language styles. We'll talk about the language styles that are involved within the Wiwi no.
So the first one being that this mōteate was written in first person. So a couple of examples. So Wiwi noa au e hine and māku e tapa atu. So basically the composer is writing about themselves and including them in the waiata as in first person. So using words such as I and things to refer about themselves.
Cool. So also talks about the second person. So this mōtete also has aspects of second person when talking to the kōhine, whakaiwai te rangi. Moana will give us an example of that.
The examples for this one, so ko wai tō ingoa, what is your name? And I te ingoa o tō tipuna, again just referring to whakaiwai te rangi is what is your name, what is the name of your tipuna.
Cool. Also, metaphors. Strong within this within Wiwi no. Figure of speech. Often the writer compares ideas, objects or actions, sometimes using expressions to mean things other than their ordinary meaning. So an example of that, Wiwi no au e hine ko wai tō ingoa. So if you want to give us an example on that.
So basically what the composer's technically saying, I guess, is what is your name? However, we know that there's a deeper meaning behind that question. So it's saying, what is your name? Where are you from? Ko wai o tipuna? What is your whakapapa? And the waiata goes on to explain all those sorts of things.
Again, imagery, another language feature, language style in this song. So imagery, as I mentioned earlier in my mistake about tāne, so the imagery of tāne, separating, with the separation of rangi and papa, brought light into this world, and light brought life. And so what it is that bringing life to our world gives us access to the world of knowledge, and what the song is actually referring to in terms of knowledge is the whare wānanga or the whare kura. So that's what we got from Wiwi no. So.
Cool. Alright, so we'll move on to our second waiata, Apanui.
Te wiki tōria I runga I te aroha, e ngaiwi aku mihi ki a ora koutou katoa.
Apanui the hituri on this waiata, so obviously it falls under the waiata aringa category, and it is from Te Whanau Apanui, from which both Darcey and I are descendants, so we thought it was appropriate to choose this waiata as it is the Te Whanau Apanui anthem. So this waiata was written by Hirini Tāwhai, and many years ago, the hockey team from Te Whanau Apanui travelled over to Waipiro Bay over in Ngāti Porou, and this waiata was specifically written for that haringa. Now, over the years, this waiata has been changed and modified, I guess, to suit many different occasions. So some of the words have changed and things like that. The tune, as you heard, is quite cheerful and cheeky. And I think that many Te Whanau Apanui people would definitely describe themselves as being both of those. Aroha mai.
Cool. So the translation, basically what it's talking about is the victory of all success on the grounds of love. Acknowledges the other iwi that have arrived to the hui, encourages Apanui to rise up to the occasion, whatever it may be. Acknowledges the haukainga, changes depending on where the song is being performed, around the world or even just locally. It talks about pulling and dragging people together, so gathering people together. Victory or success on the grounds of love, but also being humble, and also humble in defeat. So yeah.
So paku whakamārama o tēnei wāta. So we see this song as a song of encouragement and acknowledgement, and also of being joyous together, and obviously all the while being humble in all of those.
Cool. So again, language styles used in the waiata. So if you just want to go. Okawa, formal. So in terms of formalities, with whai kōrero, so as we said, Te Whanau Apanui would use this as a waiata tautoko, so wherever the iwi would go, they would sing the song every time they, after whai kōrero, or even in, use it as a waiata pohiri, waiata whakangaho, so, those are all considered formal occasions, so yeah.
Also with it being an anthem,
yeah,
we consider that as being quite a formal type of song, I guess. So
yeah. I guess so to elaborate on that, anthem is basically stating who you are, where you come from, and what you are here for, here at the hui for. So it's absolutely formal, and an anthem. Metaphor, so again, figure of speech. So example being te huinga o ngā waka. So do you want to elaborate on that part?
So the composer is saying that it's the place where all the waka meet, but obviously it's meaning more so it's a meeting place for the people, not necessarily the waka, but more so being a metaphor for people. So the people from all different areas, it's saying that it's a meeting place for all of the people from those different waka.
So symbolism. Symbolism is the practice or art of using an object or word to represent an abstract idea. An action, person, place, word or object can all have a symbolic meaning. Example here is kumea totoira.
So basically the symbol behind this is being that of a waka. So it's using words, action words that you'd typically see on a waka. So pulling a waka and dragging it, basically, to symbolise all of the people coming together and working together, as you would see on a waka. So teamwork, whānau, all of those things come to mind when I think of a waka. So that's what we read into that line there.
Cool. So imagery. A lot of words in this way to create the imagery of a waka, as we spoke of before. So huinga o ngā waka, kumea, and totoia.
So again, the composers used particular words throughout the waiata to create an image in the audience's head. So as Darcey mentioned, those examples, automatically in my head when I hear those words, I just imagine a waka and basically everyone working together. So yeah. Any pātai? Kao? Kia ora. Here are our references. And that's us, ko mitu. Ngā mihi.
Ai. Ngā mihi. Ka kite.